Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And this week we only got one piece of news that's not MTX related, and it is about improvements to the fate of the Vaal League. So at the beginning of the league, GG had to put a lot of focus around fixing technical problems with the launch, including crashes and bugs. We had a little bit more than usual, maybe not. I mean, the live updates thread didn't have too much going on, but it also was not empty, so definitely a lot of effort gone there for GGG. So now they're trying to improve the league mechanic, trying to make it worthwhile, while not making it too much worthwhile for whatever reason. And the first change they did was to approximately double the values on existing modifier applied to the temples at all room tiers. So if you noticed in the temple, every room which has a reward, when you place it, it also gives a passive bonus to the temple. So that's what has been doubled. Also the treasure vault room has now a 25% rarity of dropped increase. So that was not there before, which is pretty good. And they also added a lot of bosses or mini bosses, however you want to call them, into some rooms at level 3. So you might run into those. Be careful when you do, or when you get a room to level 3 and you try to complete it. Also, one thing that GG had in plan but did not implement at the beginning because they did not have time is the fact that you can now take the currency from the crafting benches. So after Act 3, Exalt, Vaal and Alchemy crafting benches will allow you to take their currency, which is very good because most of the times once you are around Act 3 you don't really need to alchemy anything else, or you don't really need to Vaal your gears yet, so you really want to be able to take the currency. Exalts are probably the one that was still useful in the crafting benches, but that definitely is not useful anymore after probably endgame, or rather at endgame, so after Act 4, where every piece you have probably has all of the mods available. I mean, it's not like you can craft too much, or it's not like it's worth it to craft too much on a temporary piece of equipment. So most players probably just exalt them to the fullest, or just use exalts to buy something else. Both options really did not need the exalt crafting bench. So there's that, and that's actually a good change. Also, another thing that GG is doing is adding medallions to add random waystone modifiers to your temple, lasting for 10 temple runs. This is somewhat akin to tablets, but for the temple. I don't know how rare these are, but they're trying to turn temples into maps, and I don't know what I think about that. I don't think I'll get to the point where I'll be able to try that, so I don't know, we'll see. People will definitely talk about it, and streamers, who are the people who spend the most time in the game, will definitely give their own opinions, and we'll see how that goes. They also added a medallion that allows you to re-roll brooms waiting to be placed. These should probably be a standard option, at least for 1 or 2 tiles every time. I mean, like, if you get the wrong path, you can just get stuck, and half of the rooms aren't even useful. I mean, I don't know. There's definitely a way to build your temple that's good and one that's bad. And if you do the bad one, this whole league is going to feel really, really bad to play. Also, they're doing some improvements to the Architect, and the biggest one is halving the number of rooms that are removed when defeating the Architect. Now, previously the Architect basically like wiped your temple. Now it only halves it. It's definitely much better now, although it's still a part that maybe was not needed, who knows. Still, that's how it is. And also the rooms that you place from the Architect console now will connect to any other adjacent rooms, so you will not need again the perfect path to connect to those. And also the Architect's own room will be able to connect to any other adjacent room, definitely making it much easier to get to it. I mean, previously you could just bug yourself out of it, I guess. It's not even a bug, you just close yourself out of it, and you would have to do the temple, hope it would remove one connecting tile, hope then you get the correct tile to put in there. So yeah, it was pretty grueling. So the last thing is about the encounters that you get in the world. I mean, it's just a pack of monsters that you kill and you get something small in return. I felt it was very okay, at least in the campaign, but I'm not sure in the end game it was even worth it to stop to do this mechanic. So what GG did here is that now when you kill the monsters, a chest rises out of the center and drops some items. Campaign, this will be magic, but in the endgame can be magic or rare. Now in the campaign this definitely felt really good, because the chest, it felt like it dropped the same thing that it did before plus something else, so that was a plus. But still, one magic or rare chest in the endgame is definitely not gonna cut it. I don't think it's worth it unless something special drops from it, or it has lucky drops, or it rerolls the modifiers to be better than usual, something like that, because otherwise one simple chest, which is also delayed by the animation, is definitely not going to be worth it in the end game, especially at the higher tier of the maps. So yeah, hopefully you're having fun. Next week I'm going to be away, so I'll see you in 2 weeks. And I guess that was all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That was all. I've been your host Orzo, and I'll see you guys the next time.